Welcome, travelers in the void. So today we'll be doing a reading about karma, but specifically karma in your immediate circle, like a group karma. So if you have roommates or live with family, or maybe you're in a relationship or something, or you've just been noticing that the same problem has been hitting every single one of you, and it's just too coincidental, just way too coincidental. And it feels like there's just some kind of energy that is just collecting debt, right? So if that resonates with you, if that sounds like something you've been going through, then this reading is for you. But we also have some zodiac signs here. So we have Sagittarius, Capricorn, Libra, Aries, Aquarius, Pisces, and Scorpio. So maybe some people in your household have those zodiacs. Maybe one of them is your zodiacs. So if so if you are going through some sort of karmic debt right now, this reading is for you. So let's get right into it. Starting off with tarot, we're going to be doing a Celtic cross. First card in the present position is the King of Swords. So definitely truth and also like law. You know, the King of Swords is very lawful. He's very truthful. He is he's an authority. We also have justice in the future, so balancing. Again, having to do with balancing of karma. And the whole purpose of this reading is how can you get out of this, right? Like how can you separate yourself? How can you save yourself? How can you not pay more than what you have to, is what I'm kind of trying to get at here. And we have two cards in outcome. We have move those. We have the Four of Swords and the Magician. So you may have to become a bit of a magician, may have to do a little bit of manifesting. But also I feel like not worrying about it too much is also going to help a lot. I'm going to get the confirmation deck here. So yeah, I would definitely say not worrying about it. In the subconscious, we have the King of Cups, and that's all about not letting your emotions get the best of you. You know, you're not diving deep into your emotions. You are able to come up from the water and get a breath of fresh air. Get some clarity, not be in the murky water for so long. Fortune after difficulty in the present with the Ten of Cups. Keep going. Hangman in external influences. We have divine counterpart. Actually, yeah. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, and we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. And the only reason why I'm kind of mentioning that is because there is one love card here, which is the Two of Cups in crossing. But we will get to that in a moment. That could be something that is also maybe just not panning out maybe the way you are hoping for. We'll get to it, but maybe that has something to do with this debt that is attacking you or hitting you right now. Let's get a couple oracle cards here. Let's see what we get. Okay, there we go. How did I know it was going to be that one? It popped out at me. It looked at me, but it came out with a bunch of cards, and I was like, you know what, we're going to try again. And then this is like the 5th time this card has come up. Like, honestly, it's crazy. Now I know exactly what that card means. It's submission to God. Yeah. We also have masculine and imagination with these two cards here. That's crazy. That card's just about being psychic. So maybe a lot of you are intuitives. I mean, here we are with doing tarot, so I mean, that's not impossible, right? Gratitude. Okay, last deck. Let's get a little bit more information here. I think that's good. We got clarity, bliss, happiness, and youth, child, young. So maybe you could be young. You could be figuring things out at the current moment. Start with masculine. Carrying your gift of consciousness from the earth, from the heart of woman, the heart of Mother Earth, trek towards the summit of higher knowledge. Because of male and female imbalances, Earth is in danger of dying. Remember that the power of the masculine explodes as the power of the feminine implodes. And a sacred spiral of life is set into motion. One cannot live without the other. The masculine god is in search of the feminine goddess. He brings gifts of driving force to her powers of intuitive creativity, receptivity. Both are equal warriors in the fight against ignorance. Balance your masculine and feminine energies through the meditation and awareness. Know when you are carrying a male or female shield. This is your struggle in life, yet a great source of power when balanced. So again, a power of like this balance. We're in a time of needed balance. And we have the Justice card, we have the King of Swords, we have also the Queen of Swords as well. And I'm getting here, it's like, again, talking about karmic debt, it's like, are you putting off the things that you know you need to maybe pay, or the things you need to do, or in a sense of, because, I mean, if we're looking at this, if I'm looking at the cards right here, I think what the karmic debt really is really just, I mean, we have 2 cup cards, 1 pentacle card, more cup cards, and also a bit of sword cards. So I have a feeling it's hitting like all aspects of life. Like every aspect of life is being hit right now. Like you're feeling like nothing is just going the way as it's supposed to go at this moment. But that being said, there's also this feeling that things are getting better, you know, especially with the clarity and the bliss and happiness. Youth, child, young, maybe you could be feeling younger, like maybe you can just feeling like a bit more innocent at this point. Maybe you feel like things are getting better, but there's still this, you know, in the mind we have the 9 of Swords in the mind. So it's like still a bit imbalanced. And so when balancing male and feminine shield, it's like in this situation that you know you have to get done, are you going to be more assertive with it, or are you going to be more energetic with it? And the way how you move towards that is going to determine your outcome. So you need to know when to be more soft, when to be more rigid and coarse, and using that to your ability so that when a challenge comes towards you or karmic debt, you are able to deal with it fairly quickly because you know what kind of shield to block yourself with. Imagination. Exploring the wilderness of your own soul through contemplation brings you to the altar of your imagination. To have a circle of imagination in your being, walk with the untamed, wild, instinctual side of your nature, all the time knowing its power. Like a woman aware of her pregnancy as she moves through her daily tasks, you need not focus on the unborn life in order to nurture in order for nature to continue to grow. Always remember that inspiration often comes after reflection, after the seed of creativity is planted. Once you begin your creative work, the energy of the universe comes to you and imagination flows. So, going back to not, how do I say this? When dealing with karmic debt, it's best not to just focus on it like wholeheartedly to let it bring you off center. It's better to instead, in my opinion, and especially what this card is telling me, is it's better to focus on the good things that are happening in life. It's better to focus on just doing the tasks that you need to get done during the day that are going to make sure you're not delayed, or make sure that you're not missing out on something, or doing what you need to do and allowing it to flow, and allowing your thoughts, especially your thoughts and imagination, to create a reality where you're not dealing with it. You know, you're not dealing with it anymore. It's already done. Like it's there's nothing to really worry about. It's just, you know, you have a karmic debt to pay. You're paying it. It's going away. Continue on, and let's continue to focus on the prosperity that's going to come in, especially because we have the Ace of Pentacles, and it is also with Justice. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I don't know what this card is. This is a new deck. I'm still not very familiar with it. Spirituality, philosophically and culturally, the most beautiful philosophies state that all love and greatness in the world is contained within your being. All the visible and invisible possibilities of your soul peacefully reside and wait for you there. Trust, faith, and lovely intentions of positive thinking are the only keys that will give you access to this divine space. You will unknowingly receive tips and rewards in an almost magical way, feeling that the heavens are helping you more than usual, and you will be all right. Through your recognition, gratitude, gentlest thoughts, and positive actions, the universe is mirroring your image back to you. Believe more and more without doubting your intimate power of attraction, and the universe will show you where and how you can harvest your best rewards. Very similar to what I just said. It's like, also great is that you're being protected divinely. So if you continue to just think good, to be grateful for the blessings that you are getting, to be thankful for the way how the divine is helping you through your karmic debt, you're going to be fine. There's not going to be any problem that you will really have to worry about. So if you're dealing with, people in your immediate circle who are not aligned to the divine, they are not focusing on the things that they're supposed to be doing, they're not, paying their debts, they're adding to their debt. If you just spiritually, energetically kind of just separate yourself from that and say, I am going to pay my karmic debts, I am going to pay what I owe, then you're even going to get help. You're going to get help from the divine. They'll be like, okay, this person is ready to not be in debt anymore. So let's help this person out. Let's get into the tarot. Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So past position, you could be maybe working with others. You could be celebrating or just in general hanging out with friends, which could be nice. That's pretty much all I get from that. Maybe you've just been, maybe in recent time, life hasn't been that bad. It's just all of a sudden you just get hit with the karmic debt. And it's like all of a sudden you just get hit with this and hit with that. You get pulled over. The debt collector is calling, this and that. You're gonna get evicted. This, it's like, oh my God, what's going on? So maybe life wasn't too bad a second ago. In the current position, we have the King of Swords. And we also have the Ten of Cups. So yeah, so you may have been hit by an authority of some sort, right? You may have been hit by the law. You could have been hit by some kind of citation, something like that. Something that is like, okay, maybe I messed up here a little bit. Maybe you messed up spiritually. Maybe you did something you knew you weren't supposed to do, and you did it anyway, and then you got some bad karma, right? So, but with the Ten of Cups, it's saying, maybe you got hit with it right now with the with the King of Swords, but it's going to pass. And if you remember, with the Ten of Cups, it's like bringing a manifestation down into earth, right? They're imagining those 10 cups and they're bringing it down. And so it's like, if you just continue to be grateful for going through it and receiving the help that you've been getting, then, you're going to be fine. You're going to, you're going to get hit with law, spiritual law, physical law, whatever. But it's going to balance out, and it's going to balance out in your favor. So you'll be okay. In the future, you have the Justice card, and you also have the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, when justice finally is served, you pay your karmic debt. I have a feeling that you're even going to, after you pay it and you feel like, I feel drained now. It's like there's going to be a new opportunity that the divine is offering to you with the Ace of Pentacles. And it's like, here, everything that was just taken from you that you just had to deal with, we're rewarding you now because you paid it, you didn't bitch about it, and you just got it done. So here's a reward. Congratulations. That could be a new job. It could be a helping hand. It could be a better environment. It could be a lot of things. Something material-wise, something physical. So wouldn't worry about it. Just be in good vibes. Be in bliss and happiness, as the other card said, and you'll be okay. As long as you just keep a good head on your shoulders, you're not stressing out about it, you'll be fine. In the mind, we have the Two of Wands, and we also have, yeah, the Eight of Swords. So the Two of Wands is a card of needing to build a new foundation. It's a card of looking out into the future, having the world in your hands, having all the power for what is to come. And I feel like with the Eight of Swords, you feel a bit stuck. Maybe you feel like the things you want to do, you just cannot do at this current moment. It's just not possible. But it is possible. Your mind might be playing tricks on you. It might just be a bit too overstimulated. I'm kind of getting. Maybe there's so much going on. It's just like you can't focus on one straight thing for a moment. So need to get some clarity, as the other card said. Need a little bit of clarity. You need some clarity in life. So take the time to meditate. Take the time to maybe go out, sit in the sun, go to the beach, take your dog to a dog park and see your dog be an idiot for a while, and it'll put a smile on your face. You'll be happy. So have some me time. It's kind of what I'm getting at. Have some me time. Get rid of the dark cloud in your mind. Think about how you can really realistically get things done, but also don't have doubt. Don't doubt yourself, because that could also be adding to the karmic debt. If you're not believing in yourself, then the universe is not going to believe in you. So believe in yourself. All right. So there's a little bit of love here, but not much. But maybe it is an aspect of life. We have the Two of Cups. And we also have the Ten of Wands. So I'm kind of getting there that maybe in relationships might be a bit strained right now. Maybe for some of you, your partner might, how do I say this? I'm not trying to say you're blaming your partner for all the karmic debt you're having right now, but I think how you feel about it is they're not adding anything good to it. They're not making it easier. Maybe when you call them for advice or for help or something, they're just they're just adding more to they're just they just get super stressed out and they start yelling and this and that, and they're not necessarily angry or yelling at you, but it's just the way they're acting is just like, you're not helping me right now, you're not helping me, you're not even making me feel better. And it's not that I even called you to make me feel better, it's just I needed someone to talk, I needed a little bit of help, and now I regret calling you now. So that could be something that you're going through. So maybe your relationship might be a bit strained. For those of you who are in relationships, I think I'll just throw a quick confirmation card right here real quick, and just to see like how can you get rid, like how no. We'll just keep going on with it. I'm sure this reading will answer it. In the subconscious, we have the King of Cups, and we also have the Queen of Swords. So definitely, I feel like subconsciously, I think the thoughts in your mind, I think you're still a bit maybe remembering, like replaying what has just happened, all the things you just had to go through. But I think like internally though, because this is a good reading, I feel like, there's some bad things, and not bad things, but there's some like hiccups, maybe there's some bumps in the road. But a lot of these cards weren't bad, so and then we have bliss, clarity, and happiness and youth. You could just be young or whatever. Maybe you have a child. Maybe that's something too. Maybe with your partner, maybe they're using their kid as like some sort of burden or something. It's like that could also be, maybe for some people might resonate with that. But what I'm really getting here in the subconscious is like, even though in the material world, in the mind, it might be a bit stressful, might feel a bit boxed in, inwardly, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You're staying relaxed. You're coming out of the chaotic water. You're getting a breath of fresh air, and you're seeing the situation for what it is with the Queen of Swords, seeing things clearly. So I think if you're able to bring that feeling up here, I think a lot of these cards would be better. And it's not necessarily that they're bad. If we look at the timeline here, the timeline's looking really good. But I'm looking here at the advice, and I'm looking at the outcome, and I'm looking at the crossing energy, and I'm just like, there's just a little bit of hiccups here. Just a little bit of like, a little bit of stress, a little bit of burdens, something that's just always that one extra thing that's like breaks a camel's back, And I feel like if you were just able to not let it break your back, not just see it for the small inconvenience that it really is, I think this would be a lot better. But we are dealing with karmic debt here. So your advice, we got the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So, Seven of Cups is a card. One second. It is so hot. The Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, sorry, is a card of illusions. It's a card of illusions. It's also a card of dreams and selection or having selection. And what I'm kind of getting from here, it's like, I'm almost getting is like, how much worse can it get? Like what else is what am I gonna get hit with? You know, it's like, have I paid my debt in full, or is there something else that's gonna hit me again? But I don't think it's gonna hit you again. I think you just need to get rid of that murkiness and receive the clarity. Again, in the mind, I really feel like it's the mind that's playing the tricks. Inwardly, you're okay, but the mind is like, oh my God, like what if I go this route and then this doesn't happen and I can't pay this or I can't do that and, you know, or this just doesn't work out and here. Yeah, try not to do that. With the Eight of Pentacles is a card of apprenticeship and working hard. I did get, maybe for some of you, that with the Ace of Pentacles, you could be getting a new job or something. Maybe in work, job is just really bad, and then that's a way how you're serving your karmic debt, is that, you know, maybe you're just dealing with a really bad manager. You know, this could be a manager of some sort or a boss. And so I think maybe you could be getting a new job. Maybe there's a new job that's coming in for you that is going to be more aligned with the skill sets that you have. And I think that would be better for you. I think that'd be really good. Just remember not to be anxious about anything. Be grateful for everything. Okay. External influences, relationships. Try that again. We have the Star and the Hanged Man. And with the Star and the Hanged Man, you know, the Star is a card of consciousness. It's a card of healing. It's a card of wish fulfillment, following your North Star, and being in, I wouldn't say alignment, but dipping your toes with the divine. You know, usually with that way how that card is usually depicted is, you know, the woman is, you know, kind of dipping her toe into the water and also pouring water in onto the ground. So it's like not being afraid to dip your toes into not magic, but like manifestation, because you don't need to do a ritual. You don't need to do all this stuff. Really, the most powerful thing you have is your mind. Your mind is more powerful than a ritual, because when you're doing a ritual, all you're necessarily doing is programming your mind. You did something that makes you think that is going to change your reality, and it is, but only because you think it. So that's why it works. And so with what I'm getting here is like, get a new perspective on what it is that is going to heal you. Get what it is that is going to get you out of this situation. I think, you know, really it's like if you think that your dreams are going to come true, despite what anyone else is going to say to you, because this is a card of external influences, just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and you'll be okay. Because I feel like the flip side of this is like you're getting a new perspective on what it is that you want or how you want to heal, because the environment surrounding you is not nurturing it at all. It's just not. So remember that you are going to be the only person that's going to be for you forever. So you should be on your side. With the hopes and fears, we have two queens, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So, seeing things clearly, trusting intuition, following the heart. Again, I think you're trying, not trying, I think you're doing. You are removing that dark cloud from your mind. You're clearing all the clutter. You're trusting your intuition. Obviously, you're an intuitive person because we have this card. I guess all the people who follow me and watch me are intuitives. That's great. So, yeah, cleanse the mind, meditate, take that time, be hopeful, follow your heart, treat your heart as a trophy. And yeah, again, I feel like inwardly things aren't that bad, and really things are good. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is there for that. So for the outcome, 3 cards. We have the Four of Swords, the Magician, and we also have 3 of Swords. So there's that hiccup in the road again, right? So I think, again, 4 of Swords is like manifesting, meditation, rest, and blessings also even. And then with the Magician, the Magician, he is a master manifester. He can manifest anything. He uses the right tool for the job. He can do whatever it is that he needs to do. So I think, to make a long story short, to get out of this karmic debt, to not deal with the people who are bringing you down, you need to change the story. You also need to take time for yourself. And with the 3 of Swords, I think there's also a bit of forgiveness that needs to be given, especially, we have the 2 of Cups here and there's the burdens. And I think there's just a bit of forgiveness that maybe it's a stressful time for a lot of people right now, for everyone. And so, and also, just, I feel like a lot of people are paying karmic debts right now, personally. So I think everyone's going through a bit of something at this moment. So we're all a bit on edge, and it's just something that, maybe some people are going to say things they regret, or maybe you just might be at odds with somebody right now, or, maybe in your relationships, it's just, it's like burdens, So I think a bit of forgiveness is going to go a long way. Leading with the heart, right? Queen of Cups, leading with the heart, treating it like a trophy, trusting your intuition. I think that will go a long way for you. So, yeah, the main getaway from this is, look at what it is that you're doing that could be adding to the situation, and not making it better. And make sure you're using the right tools for the job. Make sure you're using the right shield. You have the right energy. Making sure that you're using masculine energy when masculine energy is needed, and feminine energy when feminine energy is needed. And controlling your imagination, controlling your thoughts, controlling how it is that you're thinking about certain situations, how it is that you are going about it, how you're imagining them, because that is going to affect your reality. It is. So make sure you're just seeing things for what they are. You're seeing them clearly. You're not allowing them to plague your mind. You're not allowing it to make you too stressed out. And staying balanced within emotion and mind, I think, are going to go great for you. So yeah, I think just make sure that even through the worst storm, you are happy. Is going to be the best advice I can give you right now. Because if you're going to allow the storm to throw you off center, you're just going to make it worse. So yeah, that was a pretty quick and short reading. Be grateful. With the gratitude one, control the thoughts. Make sure you're happy. Till next time, traveler in the void.